40k Demon Hunters is one tough game. Bloomspawn missions are some of the toughest and require different approach depending on situation. Here are a couple tips that are going to make your life easier in such missions, you space bastards. By the way, footage is on legendary difficulty and I am mostly basing tips off of it, but it applies to all difficulties. Map design is not the greatest when it comes to positioning enemy groups. One step forward can pull in Bloomspawns or other enemy patrols and then you're fucked. So first key thing is to minimize the risk. Check out this example. Enemy group is right before the Bloomspawn area, so goal is to pull them to us and deal with them without the risk of pulling more groups in. Be patient until enemies have been cleared and then proceed forward.
Moving out. Once. It will be done. For the Golden Throne!
At this point I have found two types of Bloomspawn that can be approached differently. Later on in the game I'm sure more types are going to appear, but same principles should remain and you are going to be much more experienced dealing with them by that point. First, Bloomspawn type is dynamic one, like priest surrounded with googly eyes. There is only one correct method here, and that is to rush the priest and take him out as soon as possible. Forget about everything that is happening around you. Focus on that priest with all your might. Pop up Aegis shield each turn for every character to tank some of the damage and continue pummeling the priest. Don't wait for the bastard to transform, otherwise things get way more difficult. Killing Bloomspawns automatically ends the mission without needing to clear remaining enemies, and that is why rush method works best. Also can't stress enough to save the game in mission before starting Bloomspawn fights. Watch footage till priest is killed to understand better how to do this.
On the hunt. Empty. Moving out. The Aegis shield up.
Second type are static Bloomspawns that can't move. With these you can do things slower and more methodical. Rushing is also an option, and I prefer to rush because of potential reinforcements, warp surges, mutations that make enemies stronger, and so on. Better to end it quickly, but at least with static ones you can choose between two productive strategies, rush or methodical. In this example I have used methodical approach to stay away from static Bloomspawn and pick off enemies one by one until it is safer to go in and kill the boss. We don't have to kill everyone and leave the boss for last. Just remove couple enemies so that it is easier to go all out on the boss with less threats from the side. Now to show static Bloomspawn with rush method instead. Ignored everything and went right in. Very important to have Aegis shield up each turn or you're not gonna survive. Another situation can occur where 2 or more Bloomspawns need to be killed in the mission. In this case, first Bloomspawn should be always dealt with methodically by pulling enemies away from it, picking them off one by one and then rushing the spawn. If mission doesn't end immediately after killing Bloomspawn, then there is no point to rush since it is just going to put you into a bad spot. So only rush Bloomspawns after which mission ends. Hopefully this helps a little bit. Stay tuned for more guides for Demon Hunters.